Welcome to Real Easy Cooking with Robert. I am Robert, and today we're doing weighing the second time on, is name brand a great value or not? Or is great value a piece of shit? So there's two more products I want to test. So far, it's pretty much that raw vegetables seem to taste more like vegetables and less processed, but there's also stems in them. I wanted to see if it's the same way with corn. That's why we got the two types of corn. And then with the processed item, like the Spam and the fake Spam, you could tell one was more processed, the other one was not. So we got tater tots also, real ones, Ore-Ida, and generic ones. We split there's slight difference in cooking temperature and time. We split the difference on them, figuring that that'd be more similar to your oven or my normal crappy oven that might be off in time or temperature slightly. So let's try these and see what we have. Let's start with the tater tots first. Alright, I tell you, I like these because they have a tear open bag. That makes it pretty easy. I'm gonna keep it even. We're gonna put them both on the same cookie sheet, just on one end and on the other end. There's a defective one. This one, yep, gotta have your own scissors to open. And yes, there is, of course, a significant price difference between the two. Well, out of the bag, I can see a color difference. These, the cheaper ones, well, they look more brown, where they're processed, and I don't know, I assume after they make them, they're probably flame burned slightly to help set them into the shape. And these ones we can say there's some browning on them. These ones are probably more just heat pressed together, which means these will probably taste better. These will probably look better. But we got the oven set. Let's put this in here. See how these turn out in a little while. Oh, let me make sure I know which side's on which. And that's the generic on the right. We'll leave the bags in the same order to help remind me, because I tend to forget shit. Go figure, right? All right. Corn. Great value is a pull top. I like that. It's more convenient. I do wonder if pull top cans last as long as non-pull top, or if they're prone to leaking in this thinner metal area. You'd think they would leak just from, stuff falling through. Visual inspection, what stayed in each can looked about the same amount of goop and corn left. I'm not gonna spoon that out, because I was always told that's not good for you. But my mom told me that, so that could be any crazy thing then. This definitely looks better, I think. I don't know if y'all can see a difference. It's wetter, but this one has, there's a yellow piece of corn on my fingers. There's a mangled piece, another mangled piece. So there's some mangled bits of corn. I mean, I'm sure they're still healthy for you. It just doesn't look as good. I'm sure it tastes as good too. It's dark yellow. These ones I see no mangled pieces of corn. It all looks the same. But we'll see how they taste when they heat up. And we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, the corn has thoroughly boiled. So I'm going to drain off the liquid. I love these, by the way. They're like handheld strainers for cider pots. So less work. There's the good corn. Here's the shitty corn. Get a plate. Put a spoon of each on a plate and we'll compare. See if you can see the difference. Yeah, spin it around. So just make sure it's not the light making it look different. So as you can tell, as you dig through it now, at the size of the kernels and how they're cut. This one, they tend to be mostly cut like that. Huge pieces. This one, they're either not cut at all, or they're cut a couple of times, or they're cut short. That alone should be your cue onto which one, plus the color. This again is more colorful than this. Did their corn grow more colorful, or did they add color and everything else to the thing? Well, let's taste it. Tastes like corn. Tastes more like corn. It's a slight difference, but this one tastes more natural, more like corn on the cob, more real corny. This one tastes more like it's been flavored, enhanced with corn flavoring or some bullshit. So, at half the price difference, meaning, sure, there's a couple pieces that are off color, or a couple pieces that are too small. But if you wanted to go through and actually filter all those out, because you can only eat corn that looks like that, at half the price difference, I think you still come out ahead. Because this is half the price. And it tastes better, and it's more natural tasting, and I'm guessing it probably is. We'll wait and see how the tater tots turn out in a few more minutes yet. They got a few more minutes to cook. Okay, so the tater tots should be done by now. Pull these out of the oven. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. And you can tell which side is which just by looking again. I called it. Do you remember? It's in the same orientation. That's the Great Value. This is the name brand. And I did turn them halfway when they were cooking, so they're cooked all the way through. Let's throw some on the plate. A couple of the generic ones, a couple of the good ones. I'll try them without salt or ketchup so we can see them what they taste like as they are. I mean, you can fix almost anything with ketchup. High schools are built on that. They're cafeterias. Well, once again, name brand, more processed. Generic, bigger chunks, less processed, more natural tasting. Generic, name brand. Both are greasy as hell. But I would have to call it for the generic ones are probably better, no matter what the price is. So even with a price difference, definitely generic. Doesn't mean all generic things are better or all the great value items like ketchup. I will never go away from ketchup, or especially mustard. You know, it's either Plochman's or it's shit. So we're having these, some corn, and I cooked hot dogs. And if you don't know how to cook hot dogs, watch my other video. I used unflavored water today, just to be different, as opposed to flavored water. Watch my other videos. All right, well, this has been Real Easy Cooking with Robert, and I'm done. There's done. It's either Plochman's or it's shit.